Pisces Daily Horoscope for August 19, 2022. Daily Horoscope. These are times when you could be interacting with teachers, spiritual guides, or religious figures, as well as leading your way to education and gaining knowledge in one of these areas. You will enter life with the belief that there are an infinite number of possibilities, while there is an intelligent design for life that manifests itself through predestined events. The presence of Venus in the 7th house will bless the couple's relationship. At this time you will be enjoying the bond, which you need to live in a balanced way and with a high level of commitment where both parties are active in giving each other. You might feel a strong urge to wander. The journeys you embark on can be physical or mental. If you've been spending a lot of time helping others lately, now is the perfect day to recharge your batteries. You may already be practicing meditation. It is an excellent exercise to regenerate your mental forces. If you've never tried it, why not give it a try today? You will find the main principles of meditation on the internet or at the local library. It is an ancestral practice accessible to all. Be Zen. We can imagine you taking a short trip to the past equipped with your favorite weapon, to fight a frank fight with these old demons who regularly come to confuse your track. Get rid of those ghosts once and for all, even if it means getting into a serious fight. Don't be afraid to get angry. Daily Tarot Reading. You are going through a period of stagnation in your life. You are having a hard time coping with the obstacles you have encountered. You feel like your efforts are going to waste, but this is not true. This period is a test for you. It is meant to motivate you to fight even harder for your dreams. Don't give up. You are one step away from achieving your goals, so you have to keep trying. You will be intimidated by the changes you will be faced with, but the developments that are about to take place in your life will teach you a very important lesson: no pain, no gain. Daily Career Tarot. You are missing out on important professional and financial opportunities due to lacking the clarity of thought that would allow you to recognize their value and take advantage of them. You feel like withdrawing into yourself and have a tendency to approach the prospect of new partnerships with suspicion and reserve. Your thoughts are filled with negativity and pessimism. Your insecurities and lack of self-confidence are holding you back from advancing in your career. You may encounter unforeseen delays and adversities in your professional and financial life, but this doesn't mean that you should lose hope. Try to change things for the better and don't let your stubbornness get in the way. Health. At this time you could manifest hypochondriacal behavior, since the Sun is in the 6th house, an aspect that can influence compulsive and hypochondriacal behaviors. You have always had a dreamy and idealistic side, and the planetary energy should accentuate this part of you today. You will be tempted to fantasize about the events, the people too, to the point of imagining a tryst with the boss's wife. If you harbor these fantasies, you might do some crazy things. Beware of yourself. And try not to act too instinctively. Work. You will express an open and spontaneous attitude at work, which will allow you to see work situations through a giant lens, which will give you a greater perspective of needs. You will have no trouble bonding and exchanging a few nice and interesting words with virtual strangers. And God knows that's not your type. But today you will truly be touched by the grace of the word, and there is not an opportunity you will miss to make contact, share ideas, validate your impressions. You would even be tempted to spend your day doing this. Don't neglect your work though. Money and luck. Thanks to the ease with which you gain the trust of others, you will be able to project yourself by acquiring a certain popularity, which you should take advantage of to develop philanthropic causes. For this you can look for sponsorships, and you could even be financing a project in this direction. You might feel like you've grown wings after a beautiful and recent professional success. This is the kind of event that should be celebrated with dignity. Do not see in it simply the expression of a pride, certainly legitimate, but the surest means of symbolically and sympathetically marking a moment, a phase which will mark a milestone. The human spirit needs to mark out privileged moments in this way. You are no exception to the rule. Love. Your need to nurture and protect will extend into your romantic relationship as well. Since the sign of Cancer is in the 5th house, which will color your personality with that protective energy. What if you tucked in your fangs a little for once? No need to take out your poisonous blowpipe and your little poison darts. You are not surrounded by fierce enemies but surrounded by sincere friends. You can be disarmed because you are in no danger in their company. They cherish you and they know your heightened sensitivity. Don't worry, they're careful not to bump into you because they love you. They're careful. Today is an interesting day. You suddenly find yourself thinking about the first day together, when he or she said yes, and the jubilation afterwards. You remember the awkward hand-holding and the shy smiles. All of a sudden, you are in awe of your partner and everything seems new to you. Although you have been in a relationship for a while, the feel-good factor is temporarily gone and the initial thrill has settled in. Your partner has an idea of what has happened and is extremely amused. Although he or she knows how you feel, he or she plans to pretend like he or she knows nothing and enjoy the attention instead. Your partner is a wonderful person who tries to predict your mood and act accordingly. That does not mean he or she is submissive. Instead, he or she is highly independent and follows the mantra of putting oneself in the other's shoes. Your partner tries to understand what would be good for the day and plans the day accordingly. It will be a good idea to initially not talk much but let the unsaid feelings do the trick. You and your partner could go to a movie together and hold hands like on the first day. Let the eyes do the talking, instead of forcing yourself to talk. You want to revel in the moment with the feelings. Therefore, let it be the way you wish. Go for coffee later and let your partner know how you feel. Be prepared to be surprised by his/her reaction. Lucky colors: wine red, Persian blue. Lucky numbers: 9, 11, 27, 33. Love tarot card. The Emperor appears in his reversed position today. An upside-down Emperor signals an imbalance related to authority and duty. This can mean your life with your partner feels chaotic because neither of you takes responsibility. Alternately, one of the people in your relationship attempts to dominate the other. The lack of balance and equality leads to conflict, perhaps even a breakup. The rules and structure of your relationship need updating and revising. You and your partner no longer view each other with compassion and caring. Your sexual relationship feels sterile. The two of you connect only in terms of duty and responsibility. When you see the Emperor reversed, ask yourself whether you have repressed your emotions and/or your sensuality. You have unknowingly built a brick wall of denial about some aspect of your life.